Welcome my friends, we have 3-star dragon attacks, queen walk hits in the NDL war, and yes, I finally got a 3-star finally. It took me forever, but I'm going to walk you through the plan. So I had initial thoughts on this base. I thought I was going to do a queen walk, then I thought about the clone spell mass dragon attack, use my heroes, do a suicide hero to get the air defenses down, then clone this side, but I was like, you know what, I don't like that as much, so I decided to go with the queen walk. Now, how do you figure out where to start your queen? So I understood I could start her over here, and then she was going to walk. I was going to break in right around this area, and she was going to take out and use a jump to take out the queen, the king, the CC, whatever was in the clan castle as well, of course, and then those expos. So the pathing, though, now to get the queen to go north instead of south here, I was going to put the queen on the corner, because look, the corner of right here, because she goes on this corner, she hits this elixir, then that elixir, then the army camp, and then this will be taken out by a wizard, and then she'll step up, take the archer tower, then she'll reach over for the cannon, but she won't go to the wizard tower or the army camp, she'll go to the mortar. So you just got to figure out where to place your queen, and then at the top here I have a bowler bounce on the mortar, so the queen will actually go into the base. Otherwise, she'll step around and go to the gold storage, and it won't be good. So, again, look at this. Look at this brilliance. Now, actually, the queen actually stepped over. Look at that. I was not wanting her to step over there, but it didn't hurt in the end. Thankfully, she went back to the army camp, so it didn't hurt in the end. But her pathing is the same as I had it before. Goes to the cannon, and then look, the cannon, then to the mortar. I did put some archers down here, helping her out. I didn't worry about the infernal range. I knew she would step out of the infernal range. I did make a mistake here. Look at that. Oh, I put the wall breaker too soon, so it went to that wall. Thankfully, I had enough wall breakers, and I did put the, you always do a test wall breaker. Always do, and here comes the rest of them. And of course, this pathing is just perfect. So it's just perfectly done as far as putting the queen where I wanted her. At this moment, you know, of course, I don't know what's going to happen at this moment. You know, I'm hoping maybe I'll get a 3-star. Everything's going great as expected. And don't even lose her healer there. And thankfully, look what comes out of the CC, my friends. That bowler was OP. See that funneling? Imagine she would have stepped on the outside, but the bowler comes doing some work. Here comes the CC. Gotta put another rage down. Yes, it's not a hound. In fact, that was actually better for me that it wasn't a hound. Had the Poppy the ability, she was taking way too much damage. There goes the jump. And here comes the dragons. Now, this was a little mistake. I should have put the king down first. And I wanted these dragons to actually go a little on the expo, but look, the queen's taking everything. She's just doing so much tanking for these dragons. They're not even doing any damage. And had to put another rage on the queen because I was like, you know what? I can keep the queen alive. Look at that. Expos aren't even hitting my dragons. Unfortunately, they drifted off to the side. I did not want that. I wanted them to kind of push a little further north, but in the end, it didn't matter because I had the king really helping out. He was creating that funnel, guys. He was pushing the dragons up. Loons at 12 o'clock going to take down that one air defense. That is their job. Here's side loons on this archer tower just to get that down. And look, the queen's about to die, but look, it doesn't even matter. Now, and before the raid, I dropped a loon to bring a couple more archers and some 3 goblins as well. I brought the goblins to get some. Look at that. Look at that goblin taking down some seriousness on that dark elixir, doing some serious work. I had quite a few. I had 4 dragons up. I only brought 5 dragons. I ended up with 4 dragons and 3 loons. Fresh hit. And I felt good about that. First NDL 3-star. Finally, I had some close ones in the past, just wasn't able to pull it through. And this was a good war for me. Fresh hit on a tough base. And now let's go to another attack. Now on this one, we actually saw, if you want to, I hit this base fresh and I got a 98%. If you want to see that attack, go watch my stream. It's the NDL stream from it'll be, I don't know, a week, I don't know, whenever I post this, a little bit ago. But the same game plan with a few tweaks. Now Beast, again, I entered on the same plan. On mine, I brought 2 wizards here. They found out only 1 was needed. Another nice tweak that Beast used, he put minions over here to clear this section. See, I didn't think about that. I put my king over there and my dragons more at 12. But his tweak, because we had to hit this base a couple of times, he was going to put the king up here and then the dragons more so right at 1 o'clock. We found out it was better pathing. A couple of our guys hit the base and it was just a little bit better pathing that way. But generally the same exact plan. queen walking the same, and all that good stuff. So you know, a few minor tweaks to the original plan ahead. So thankfully Beast is on fire. Beast is an amazing, I think he's 9 for 17 if I remember right, on 10v10 3 stars. He's on fire. He's way better than me. I'm going to catch up to him though, guys. I'm going to catch up to him. So again, on these queen walks, all you have to figure out where to put the queen. You just want to get the pathing. So one wizard was all that was needed for funneling, and then because you put her in that little crevice, you know she's going to clear these structures and then come to the south. If you start her at the, say, army camp, she would have drifted off towards 12 o'clock side. So you just got to practice that funneling, guys, and it'll go well for you. This time using a baby, I ended up not using a baby on mine. I used a wizard. I think he brought the baby for kind of just helping tank for the queen, I believe. And it did get, you know, that nice funnel down, so the queen does step in. But here comes the poison, here comes the hound CC, and Beast is showing us how it's done. Again, he was very patient. I think he brought in his dragon and loons about 120 mark, was it? 120? 130 maybe? It wasn't a lot of time left, maybe even less. So very nicely done. The king is just helping the funnel here. That's all he's doing. He's making sure the dragons and a couple of these loons path correctly and not around, and he's got side loons over here to take down that one air defense with a haste spell. So very nicely done. But look at the queen providing some tank on some of taking down some Teslas as well, and then a couple rage in the center. Look at this shrink trap. The shrink trap is still there, but even with the shrink trap, was able to take this base down substantially. And imagine there was no shrink trap there. I mean, this would have been even more crushed. He would not even he wouldn't have lost this last dragon in the end. Or does he even lose it? No, he doesn't lose it. He doesn't lose it. Wow, very dominating attack. On mine, I had 98%, but he, with those few tweaks, I mean, going from a 98% to a dominating attack with 4 dragons up, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Very nice cleanup for Mr. Beast, showing us that he is the best of the best, one of the best indeed. Spartans, I guess they've already said, they're amazing. There's some Queen Walk Dragon attacks for you. We have a live one. Should we watch a 11v11? Should we? Yeah, let's watch the 11v11. Why not? We're here. You're ready to rock and rumble, and maybe we'll see something special, guys. Maybe we'll see a 3-star Town Hall 11 3-star from Wyro Bravis himself. Nope, not gonna be a 3-star. Yeah, not gonna be a 3-star. Now, we had a couple other 3-star attacks on their 10s, but because of the replays aren't allowed, I can't even show them, unfortunately. But guys, I appreciate it. I'm happy for myself. Finally, I've gotten over the hump of the bad streak that I had going for me. So hopefully this psychologically, again, Clash is definitely psychologically, it'll get me over. I can attack more and start to read bases, hit bases, smash them up. Thanks for watching, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll check you next time. That's not even my way out. Halo out.